far as the loot and all the stealing, but you know, brother Dre, I'm rough around the edges. I ain't the typical image Christian, so I gotta keep it 100. I don't have a problem with the rioting and the looting. I just think it was done wrong. That's what I'm not. For one, I'm tired of us protesting and begging the oppressor and authority for human rights that we should already be. Okay? God gave us the human rights. Okay? You can't kill Eric Garner and Mike Brown a year after the George Zimmerman verdict and tell us not to do that. That's too much built up anger with young black men or women, you know, in this day and age. So, and then especially to have somebody like Quick Trip trying to help with the couple. You feel what I'm saying? To come from a city like Ferguson, like I always tell y'all, it may be 75% black, but it's still not our community. It's not our police officers, it's not our politicians, it's not our black-owned stores. We just live there and we just shop there. So in the oppressor's eyes and the ones on the high socio-economic level, we just an economy. You feel what I'm saying? We just somebody that can make money off of. So I can be honest, I didn't have no problem with them burning down Quick Trip, Foot Locker, detail, or things like that. This is what I had a problem with. One, I had a problem with the media portraying only the young kids breaking in those stereotypical stores like Foot Locker, stealing only the Jordans, and you know what I mean, to give off that image. I had a problem with that. Two, a lot of the rules out there, some were in it for the cause, but I think a lot of them was in it for their city. They just saw an opportunity to get free stuff. They always saw the LA rise and they were just waiting on that day it came to St. Louis and wow, here was the opportunity. Okay, so I think a lot of people were really selfish in the things that were stealing. If they were going to steal the loot, I say since that those businesses took away from the community, take from them stores, give back to the community. If you're going to break in those stores, steal their bread, steal their milk, steal their egg, give it to the single parents in the neighborhood, give it to the kids. If all those people that broke in them stores and broke in them cash registers, they should have took that money, went to Mike Brown, Mama, then don't worry about your funeral costs. Foot Locker gonna take care of that. TLO gonna take care of that. Whoopie Whoop gonna take care of that. Since they want to defend the cop, we gonna do that. You know what I mean? I just feel like a lot of the looting was all about themselves and it wasn't really about the cause. And if you're gonna take from the stores, give that to the community. I think they should have been on some Robin Hood type mentality. And the one thing that made me mad was to see a lot of cops here and a lot of us there, and we not doing numbers big enough saying no shit for this. Like I said, I know people in third world country that do bricks and tanks for their freedom. You feel me? The people in Egypt, they was fighting boy for their freedom, and we can't even, you know, fight the cops. You feel what I'm saying? So as far as the loot and all that, I just think it wasn't done right. I feel like the media only portrayed one side, which is typical. And, you know, some people may not agree with Luton thinking that they burning down our community, this is what they want, this is what they expected. But it's like I said, a year after the George Zimmerman verdict, Eric going to get chokehold, now Mike Brown, and then we found out about so many other cases that was thrown under the rug, and you telling us, don't do nothing, just turn the other cheek. Only got two cheeks, bro. You know what I mean? It's only so far you could go, and then to tell us not to do that, and then we ask you what to do, and you say, wait on the system.
And then after those two cheeks of being touched, what you want us to turn around and bend over?
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like I remember Pac said it once. If I'm standing outside and I'm looking inside, and I see you see a run, and you got all food in here, so much food that you just throwing salami, and I'm outside the door 1 week, I'm hungry, please, I need some food. Still ain't doing nothing. 2 weeks later, I'm like, hey, I'm begging you, I'm hungry, I need some help. 3, 4 weeks later, that song gonna change. I'm picking the lock, coming through the door, blasting. You mean like you tired of waiting? We waited for civil rights. We waited with Oscar Graham. We waited with Trayvon. We waited with Sharpens. We waited on the system. And now after Mike Brown gets shot with his hands up, knees down, in front of witnesses, you telling us to wait again? Bernie, sit down. That's all I really want to say about that. I just feel like it wasn't done right. It was a lot of people there that was in it for themselves, and I feel like the media, that was the only thing they portrayed. And I feel like if they was going to lose, they should have had a Robin Hood mentality. Steal from the rich, kill some poor. That was really got to do.
One thing I can't stand is that there's two things to do when there's a situation like that. Protest, march around in your community, or destroy your community. Those two things have been done already. Those options are done, but they're not the only options we can do. Even though that's the only option we know exists, but there's other things to do. Now, like I said, I'm all about peace, but I am to a degree all about self-defense. The last thing I want to see is my people doing stupid stuff and trying to make a point at the same time. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing as a black young man to see folks destroying where y'all want to consider where y'all at, or consider this a community or whatnot. It's one thing to loot a business, but to loot a business that is stereotypical, I mean, you destroy a spot that sells rims.
Y'all heard me with that one. I can't even lie, they heard me with that one.
Y'all destroy a place that sells hair.
Should be going natural anyway, but
Yeah, natural is one thing, but I saw brothers grabbing bags of weed in both arms. You telling me a brush or some clippers? Clippers, I can understand clippers.
I give you clips.
Yes,
And the brush.
and the brush. And maybe some wave caps or 200. With some weed in my dudes? Weed? Be real. And then you hit up Foot Locker. What messed me up was not that Foot Locker got messed up, but the fact that there was a sign that says now hiring on the same Foot Locker that was getting messed up. Y'all just messed up somebody's opportunity to make a living. Even if it's minimum wage. Folks can manage off of minimum wage. Trust me, I know. Then y'all end up with cell phone spot. Like I'm not down with destroying people's stuff, but at the same time, I gotta agree with my dude Ray when I say you got to at least pull the Robin Hood technique. It would have made sense if you would have helped take care of the family of Michael Brown. And like I said, we gotta do better as far as this whole situation. We don't need Jason Jackson and Al Sharpens to show their face for about 15 minutes and they gone about their business. Because when it's all said and done, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. And would show up. After that, they go home. Or wait for the next city that in America that's dealing with police brutality and racial injustice. And big shout out to Young Jesus. Like, even though I saw that picture of him in front of that burnt down QT, and let me say this. It's one thing this is what messed me up.
That kind of messed me up too. And I'm a Jeezy fan, so that really hurted me.
When I saw that picture, I thought that was a straight up album cover.
That could have been an album cover.
That was a nice picture. Despite what happened to that store, that was a pretty good picture.
Yeah, that was a nice album.
Yeah. But it's messed up that this QT was destroyed and then find out this wasn't a place where it all started at. Are you serious? Gotta do better. Really gotta do better. And all my brothers and sisters in the faith that's really making something, really trying to make something happen, they really trying to make something happen. My prayers go out to you. Cause I see y'all really trying to do something other than show y'all faces and just trying to preach the gospel. Y'all showing that Christians really are about that life. Cause it touches home just as much as the next brother that doesn't believe in God, or the next brother that don't go to church. All you other Christians, man. In the words of my brother right here, this is why I can't stand y'all. Just not the one that really makes something happen, but the one that's just showing their faces and just trying to pull that whole turn the other cheek nonsense.
Standing at the corner with your Bible.
Right. Only just showing up.
And then be on the news with a bandwagon, one church show with a bandwagon in Seattle, singing Negro spirituals and hymns all day. How's that helping?
They still look like slaves.
You know what I'm saying?
And that stuff don't even happen on a daily, but yet this shows up when Mike Brown get killed.
And this is what I'm talking about. I said in the last video about being Christian when it's convenient. Stop doing it.
I was surprised they even showed up because usually they kind of quiet with things like this. I'm surprised. I'm shocked y'all heard it. I really am. I thought the only thing the Christians ever complained about was just the ride. And just to tell us to forgive the officer because God's gonna love him regardless. That's what I was expecting.
That's the funny part too. But
That's what I was expecting. A whole bunch of that.
and you know God's a loving guy and he still gotta adjust.
I'm saying.
And my thing is, again, some of y'all Christians, and I'm a Christian too, that's why we're saying it. It seems like y'all pick and choose what wars to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only, forgive me saying this, but you only pick Christian wars, so to speak, instead of fighting for a whole group of people such as the blacks.
Let me say this real quick. They were quick to defend Chick-fil-A, but I heard now one Christian coming after Eric Gordon. I saw mass rallies for the whole Chick-fil-A homosexual situation. For Eric Gordon,
And they're like, it seems like, man,
I'm sorry, brothers and sisters in the faith, but let's face it, we gotta do better too. We don't just jump in and I heard this before. It said, don't go into a mob of brick unless you have one. God. So my thing is this: if you go into this on some real stuff, be prepared. Other than that, stay home. You got families. That's bigger than what's going on outside your home. Pray for your family. A woman just lost her son in the hands of the police.
real messed up. And found out in a real messed up.
Like, you love your kids. Raise your kids right. Teach them the way they should go, for when they get older, they know what to do.
Like, can you imagine, bro, finding out your son died the way he died through other people, and to just stand behind that tape and watch for hours. Just watch. You know, just watch him later. Just 1 minute he was hurt, and now you just watching him later bleed to death.
So man, you want to do something for the community? Raise your kids. Raise your family. Be there for your family.
He ain't saying prayer don't work, but It takes more than prayer to run a revolution.
Right.
It takes a lot more.
Like, that's only solves like what 10% of the problem. Right. The spiritual problem of it. And Christians, one Christian to another. Once you get done sending your legal spirituals, your hymns, and praying, and all of that, get off your knees and do something. Alright? And one more thing, I'm gonna say this about Christians, and I'm gonna move on. Jesus, throughout the Bible, did things after he got done praying, right or wrong, right? Few examples, you probably got to jump in and give more examples. In the Garden of Gethsemane, he prayed, right? Until he sweat blood. But what did he do after that? Christians, can you tell me what Christian got to do? He got off his knees, let him get arrested, get beat to death, and hung on a cross. He put action behind his words.
Even if y'all don't believe that's action, that was some action.
Jesus didn't protest, he didn't beg, because he already knew who he was and what he was supposed to do. He was organized, he was educated, you hear what I'm saying? He didn't go to the Pharisees, beg. Like I said, he didn't go to the Pharisees big. You know, now he wasn't violent, but I'm sure he was ready to defend. He was ready to flip a chair, meat, or a table. But you know, the point is, man, he didn't go around big. He was still humble, but he didn't beg because he already knew who he was and where he belonged. He was organized, educated, all that stuff. Yeah, he didn't.
So I would suggest you take the Jesus route in this whole pick and choose whether you want to protest or move the city.
And don't take that Americanized Jesus route that these slave masters are trying to put on. There's a difference, right? At the end of the day, man, it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy how it went down. It's a tragedy that we still haven't learned. It's a tragedy that we're still begging. It's a tragedy that some of us act like it's not there. It's a tragedy that even with a black president that he still can't speak up for us. We have to change our way of thinking. We have to organize. And I think Cat Williams said this. If you don't have a guide, now is the time to start.
But until then,
One more point, man.
oh yeah,
This is gonna have like 4 parts to it. Go ahead.
Them tanks.
Oh, yeah, and the sniper shooter on the roof.
Why is it that the only time they grab the National Guard is on us?
That is so true. And if you don't believe it, if you don't believe it, go to the Alabama church park. Because they did not send that National Guard till we start turning up and said we was tired of it. Go ahead. I just want to get down.
I was just about to say that it seems like they practice target practice on us. You know what I'm saying? Like a urban military. Like that's the only thing they do. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen you roll attacking the white community.
Not them gay parades, but I like that.
Even though the gays did complain about police brutality.
What police brutality?
No, don't. I'm just saying. That's what they said. I'm not agreeing with it.
hold on, let me go ahead and go break.
Oh, let me go.
Say mine too.
Alright, now, like I said on one video before, well, let me put it like this. This is a continuation of the previous video that we spoke of. gays don't need to be talking about no police brutality.
None.
They should not even compare their situation to the civil rights movement. Until I see a gay person get beat up and hung on the same day, they can't talk. Until I see a gay person get arrested for trying to read, don't say nothing. Police brutality. Are y'all mad because the police harassing y'all? Or y'all mad because there's not enough police for y'all on a parade when folks are opposing to your lifestyle? Don't even go there. Let's face it, y'all got it too easy. Too easy. Y'all got y'all stuff like that. We still waiting for ours. And we're in this 2014, still singing We Shall Overcome. None of y'all gay folks y'all don't even say nothing. And if you feel like saying something, comment.
And also watch our previous Soapbox about the LGBT community and in general. If you haven't seen it already.
All I got to say is this. In the movie 12 Years a Slave, Patsy got whipped to death for a boy. So, till that happened, y'all, keep your mouth shut. That's all I got to say.
I do have more people, but that's going to be another video. So, another topic. Oh yeah.
You do it between you and God, but hey, don't make me like it too.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, black, white, Hispanics, Asian, gays, Jews, straight, atheists, believers, so-called believers,
Pimps, players, cats, dogs, roaches.
Nothing else besides I'm missing that clip. And make sure you look up all the information that we present to y'all via search engine or the books that we mentioned. I'm on rephrase or we say everything that I said. Make sure you get hit colors part 1, 2, and 3, especially watching the rules for racism. It will really different.
As for me, look up the Malcolm X speech, The Valley of the Bullet. It explains a lot about what we can do as far as how these politicians try to corrupt our neighborhood and what we can do to take that position back and be back on top again. Look up COINTEL with J. Hoover to see how drugs really affect the black community. Look up the original Black Panther Party for the blueprint of what we can do to be organized and really take over our communities again. Just research that whole 1960s, 1970s era and just look how organized we were, how independent we were, how cultured we were. And when you see that and COINTEL, you add it together, that's how you got the 80s.
Brick Slinger here, letting me know, be righteous in Christ's kingdom. And in the words of Tupac, not being a coward, start a revolution. That's what you want to be about. So, till then, Soapbox. Iron Sharpens Iron, Soapbox. Take care, God bless.